Hey, what's up guys, it's Justin again, and this time I'll be bringing you guys a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. In this video, it's on the level Bailout. It's a regular team deathmatch, and I'm using the TAR-21 with FMJ. Perks are Marathon Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Commando Pro. So, I'll give you a few tips on the class setup, and typically in my videos I always rush, or I'm pretty aggressive with everything. So if this isn't your style of play, then these tips probably won't mean as much to you. But if you want to be a rusher and you kind of want to be more aggressive, then I'll try to give you guys my insight and kind of what I do when I'm rushing. With the game that I usually play and with the gun setup that I'm using right now, the TAR-21 is actually a pretty good aggressive gun to have because the recoil is kind of all over the place, so you got to be kind of close when you want to kill somebody, like right there. You just want to be up close in their face, and it has a high fire rate. So those two things are going to come into play when I talk about stopping power here in a second. But we'll start with attachments. I believe FMJ, I'm really close to getting the extended mags, and if you played Modern Warfare 2, you know that you need to get 40 FMJ kills to get the extended magazine, so I'm really close with that. And also on a lot of the guns, I really like using FMJ when I can use the iron sight, because it's one of the few attachments that affects every single bullet that you have. So I really like when people try to hide and try to get away, I really like using the FMJ to kind of get at them. So right here, I kind of go crazy. I'm asking my brother to come back, and he comes back and spazzes this guy because I ran out of bullets. But with FMJ, I recommend it on every class because it's really good. The SMGs, you know, they can do a little bit better with the FMJ, so on those I like to use silencers, but getting a little off track right now. So the TAR is a really good aggressive assault rifle because with a lot of assault rifles you can kill from really far away, like the M16 and the FAMAS or even the ACR. But with the TAR, you want to be right in their face and kind of getting at them with the high fire rate and all that stuff, okay? With the perk one, pretty self-explanatory. It's Marathon Pro. I like to run around a lot, so I like to be always flipping spawns, always being aggressive, and always kind of changing things up on them, okay? For perk number 2, I'll try to do a really good job on this because I had a hard time explaining this on the other video, and we're going to go into talking about Stopping Power Pro right now. Oh yeah, so if we're going to talk about Stopping Power Pro, I'll try to oversimplify everything and say with assault rifles, you either have high damage assault rifles or low damage assault rifles. Now, if you don't know the exact numbers, just look on the stat bars that they have. So high damage guns are usually the SCAR, the TAR, the M16, and the FAMAS, okay? And then for low damage, you got the M4, the ACR, what else is there? F2000 and guns like that, alright? Now, usually with the high damage guns, it's either going to be a slower fire rate or it's going to have a little bit more recoil, okay? That's why the ACR has almost no recoil. It's like a laser beam when you shoot, okay? Lower damage guns usually have higher fire rates and lower recoil, so you got to take those two into consideration. Now, if your aim's good, you probably only want to use the high damage guns, but the ACR in the hands of a pretty good player is pretty frustrating, especially with me, because I like to get really close when I kill people, but if somebody has an ACR and they're really good with it, they can almost kill me every single time. So the TAR, however, in my opinion, gets a little bit it's a little bit different, okay? It has a high fire rate, one of the higher fire rates of an assault rifle, but it's also high damage. Now, to combat that, there's a lot more recoil on it, and here I've never used this gun before. You can tell that I can barely use it. But with the TAR, I use Stopping Power Pro because I just like having it, just like FMJ with every single bullet. But the TAR-21, even though it statistically benefits from Stopping Power, is one of the few assault rifles where you probably don't need Stopping Power as much because it fires fast enough, okay? So if you're good at aiming and you want to use, you know, cold-blooded, maybe throw a silencer on, or if you want to use lightweight, you can also do that. I don't really use any perk number 2s besides Stopping Power. Almost every class I have, other than my anti-air class, which has cold-blooded, I use Stopping Power on there for most of them. So for me, I prefer it. I really like Stopping Power. Probably want to get the extended mags. I'll probably throw a silencer on there and then use Stopping Power as well. My third perk is Commando Pro. Oh, here he goes. Here's the lag fest. I think I was 20-0 at this point, and I checked the score right there, and I was pretty disappointed because I thought the game was going to end. But my third perk is Commando Pro, not because I knife anybody. It's always because, as you can tell, I like to run around a lot, and that's what I use for my third perk. So other than that, my kill streaks are 5-7-9, so Predator, Missile, Harrier, Strike, and Pavlo. I used to run 5-7-11, but from 7 to 11, I gotta wait for the 4 kills because it's just kind of frustrating, you know, and I really don't like to be camping around too much, and so I switched it to 9, and I kind of like being in the action too, because when you get in the chopper gun or AC-130, it kind of takes you away, and it's either hit or miss, so you're either going to get 10 kills or you're going to get 0 kills, and somebody's going to shoot it down first. And I'll go ahead and end by talking about secondaries. In Black Ops, all of my secondaries are Strelas, because the secondaries in Black Ops are pretty bad. The only secondaries I ever had success with the dual 1911s or the dual Pythons or Magnums. In Modern Warfare 2, you have secondaries like the spas and the double P2K, so you got a bunch of secondaries that are effective. So I'll go into those. I'll make a secondary video maybe when I use the spas. But coming up right here, I paused it, and I want to show you guys one thing that kind of frustrates me. My brother's on the right side, and usually when I'm playing, notice how I take it wide and get his right side. Okay, so it's kind of like I take the angle wide and go around him. In Modern Warfare 2, I have no idea why people would do this, but they get in a daisy chain line, like a single file line, like kindergarten, and try to get killed, alright? When you guys are, we don't have to kill the same person. So if somebody's entering, you know, he has a target line and they're going into a building, you can take it wider and kind of get his left or his right side to make sure that he doesn't get killed from that side. It also prevents you guys from getting double killed. So that's one tip that I wish that everybody would do, because sometimes it's like we're fighting for kills, and when we're fighting for kills, everybody just lines up, and then we end up getting double or triple killed. So try to take it wide if you have the room, but just let the guy go ahead of you, or just let him go, and don't clog up a doorway too. That's also pretty frustrating. So the video is about to wrap up right here. My upcoming videos, if you guys follow me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, because when I play, I usually will tweet out when I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops. And I've been playing a little more Black Ops than normal. A lot of my friends, especially like Bathtub Girl and his crew, Dark Dragon. There's a bunch of dark, insert a name here. So when I'm playing with those guys, it's pretty fun. So I'm trying to get back into Black Ops. And I think I'm wrapping it up right here because it's 72 to 30 right now. But I got some new software. If you guys didn't know, I do all of my editing on iMovie, which is kind of noob of me because I don't know how to use video editing software very well. And so I got this new software called iTV, and it's going to allow me to kind of export clips in little pieces. So hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys some better Rampage videos than what I've been doing. So other than that, video's wrapping up. I think I go 31-1 with the final Harrier kill right there. Yeah, 31-1. And other than that, let me see my, what, accolades, is that what they're called? Yeah, MVP, Supernatural, and Steamroller. So Supernatural's pretty good because you got a KD over 10. But other than that, there's the final stat sheet. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya.